To smile, with many companies who decide to go down this particular route, because at the time you can see it in their meetings, can't you? Everybody will love it, nobody will become offended, and hopefully the whole project will become a huge success. And then of course it's put out to the public, and as ever with anything, it's the public that decide the future. They decide whether they like your product or not, as we've seen with things like, Bud Light. Once the public turns against you, jobs are on the line. But it's never the people, is it, that basically make these strange, ridiculous, ludicrous decisions. It's always the hard-working people in the end that suffer. And this is the background to a latest story over here in the United Kingdom. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you in the rain today, yes. Hope you're well. Let's have a wave in the rain. We're not singing in the rain, we're waving in the rain. Nice to see you, really lovely. Thank you so much for your company today. I wanted to highlight this particular story because it's something that's truly affecting major companies around the world. They all want to be, diverse, inclusive, all of those tick boxy things. And it's funny, when I was talking to some younger generation people who work in the studio with me, they were saying, oh, we don't like those phrases, you should be more sort of welcoming. Well, the bottom line is, when it's a business, you can't afford to be welcoming, because if you lose money, jobs are lost, and then the product's gone, and then the next thing is it's closed. Of course, that's all very well unless you are a major brand like the British Broadcasting Corporation. Now, they decided recently to put on a brand new production of Great Expectations, rewritten, of course, in modern day. Why? It was perfectly acceptable when it was written by Charles Dickens all of those years ago. And the many sort of interpretations on film and television since have done it great justice, and of course they've all become successful. I never understand why they just don't change the actors. Again, it's very strange for me, you see, because they cast just literally to tick box coloured actors in roles where you think, well, that wouldn't have happened in that particular era. Nothing wrong with that, it's part of history. I mean, would I be shocked if a white actress was to play the role of Diana Ross in her biography? Of course I would. It would be ludicrous. So why are we doing the same thing with history? So it will come as no surprise to many people that Great Expectations, which cost millions by the BBC to put together with this beautiful woke cast, well, lost 3 million viewers, and sales, that is sales around the world of this product, are literally, well, nobody's interested. But you see, as ever, it's not the BBC that loses out. It's the British taxpayer who fund this organisation. And at some point, you will be paying for this loss, or jobs will be gone, as we've seen recently. But you do kind of wonder, because it's not just the BBC, including Disney. They made all of their latest films very woke and very inclusive. Guess what? Nobody wanted to see them. Now they're having to shed loads of staff. The same will happen with the BBC. But more importantly, as ever, it's never at their cost. I'd love to know what you think to these particular stories. Should classics be altered? Should people just be assigned the role because it ticks a certain box? It really doesn't matter, does it, But the true story is this. If you were casting the role of Sammy Davis Jr. in a huge, expensive, epic of his life story, would I expect to see, I don't know, somebody like Hugh Jackman in the role, who could easily do it? Song and dance man, brilliant voice, lots of persona. No, I would expect a reputable coloured actor to take their place. So why are they trying to shoehorn wokery into history when it's proven time and time again the public simply don't want it? And more importantly, what they truly want is great entertainment.